Welcome. So today's practice, we're going to begin in a comfortable cross-legged seat. So go ahead and sit up tall through the spine. Invite the hands closer in towards the pelvis and draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Allow them to soften down the back. Good. Take that again with your breath. Inhale, reach shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, allow them to flow down the back of the body. And close the eyes. And right away, drop into your breath. Come to the bottom of your exhale. Together, take a full breath in by the nose. Exhale to open the mouth, breathe out. Again, a deep breath in by the nose. Feel the energy rise and lift up to crown of head. And as you exhale, open the mouth, breathe from crown of head back down into the root, all the way into the earth. Deepest breath in together. Fill all the way up. And your deepest breath out, open the mouth, release. And seal the lips and invite the breath to be natural in and out through the nose. I'll invite you to draw your attention onto the base of your body, so onto the sit bones. And feel the left and the right bone evenly pressed down into the earth. Feel the tops of the shins and the ankles as they press down. And then continue to release the inner thighs. With each exhalation, continue to breathe down into the low body. So focus on sending the breath down into this very grounded-like position. Continuing to root your body with each cycle. In today's practice, we'll continue to draw upon this element of grounding by beginning to awaken to the roots of our body. And similar to a tree or a plant, the roots are that which sustain and contain. And they allow the plant to receive vital nourishment in order to grow and blossom and expand into its most full potential. We have many different roots: our physical bodies, our passions, our purpose, our loved ones, our communities. These are all ways that help us to expand and to grow. For today's practice, we'll focus on the physical container. So focusing on our integrity, our foundation, in order to continue to open and to blossom into our most radiant and authentic selves. Take another cycle of breath on your exhalation, focusing on the downward flow of energy. And from that place, as you begin to inhale, feel a gentle lengthening throughout the whole spine as you continue to lift the crown of the head open towards sky. Feel the shoulders as they roll closer onto the back, and feel the chest as it elevates. With the eyes closed, sweep the arms high overhead in a big circular motion. And as you exhale, ground the hands at the center of the chest. Keep the base of the hands, the outer edges of pinkies and thumbs connected, but begin to blossom the middle three fingers open and outwards into our lotus mudra, Padme mudra, in the shape of the lotus that reminds us to blossom, to expand, and to open fully. Take a deep breath into this mudra, fill all the way up. And as you exhale, open the mouth, gently seal the palms back together and bow chin to chest. On your next inhale, float the eyes, send the prayer towards the sky, look up. And as you exhale, come over top of the ankles. Take your time to come into your tabletop, remove the blanket, place it out to the side of the mat. And we'll use the blocks, they can stay at the front edge. Then bring the hands slightly wider than the shoulders. And the wrist creases in line with the top edge of the mat, and then spread through all 10 fingers. And begin to claw as you grip down through the mat with the very last knuckle. Tuck the toes under, begin to activate and invite the pinky toes to connect closer to earth. Good. Feel the roots of your hands and feet and commit them down into earth. And on your next inhale, drop into the belly as you soar the heart through the shoulders, open towards the sun. As you exhale, a deep curling, rounding sensation, draw in, navel towards spine. Again, inhale, keep rooting into hands as you soar the heart forwards. And a deep breath out as you curl, draw into center, gaze down. Last one together, drop the belly as you pull the heart through shoulders. A deep breath out as you curl, draw into center, a seed-like variation. Inhale, come back to neutral spine, and as you exhale, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. And take the first 3 to 5 cycles, they're yours. So pedal out through the feet, sway into the hips, shake the head yes and no. Take the hands a little bit wider. Yeah, good. And then in your next cycle of breath, allow yourself to come into stillness. Take the gaze forwards of the hands, and once again, check down that the wrist crease are in line with the top edge of the mat. Spread into the fingers, and then claw the mat and root down through the palms. Soften into the knees, and then begin to curl the sit bones up towards the sky. Beautiful. Soften the belly towards the back of the thighs, and then knit the low ribs in towards the back body. Create a fullness and integration. Soften the whole belly towards the back if you can. Yeah, there you go. Release the head down, soften the jaw. On your next inhale breath, rise high into tippy toes. As you exhale, bend the knees deeply. Inhale, send the hips high, straighten through the legs, and as you exhale, soften the heels a little closer to earth. Again, inhale, rise high into tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, belly to thigh connection. Inhale, lengthen, extend through legs, and as you exhale, soften the heels. And walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Bend into the knees as much as you need. Grab a hold of opposite elbows, and then ragdoll sway out side to side. Release through the torso, the back of the neck. And the more you bend the knees, the deeper the stretch for the low back. Feel your feet as they press evenly down. And release the fingertips towards the earth, chin to chest as you slowly uncurl, come all the way up to stand. As you arrive, roll the shoulders down the back, spin the palms forwards, and stand steady through the low body. So check in with the feet, make sure they're in line with the hip bones. And as if you're standing parallel on train tracks, toes and heels meet. Begin to draw the shoulder blades closer onto the back of the heart and begin to lift and elevate through the chest. Good. Reach the crown of the head higher towards the sky. Continue to blossom up and out through the tops of your ears. Root down through the feet and low body as you rise. Reach the arms overhead. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bow, forward fold. Come all the way down to earth. Draw the hands to shins as you lengthen, extend the spine, gaze forwards. A deep breath out as you soften knees, fold, bow into the center. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, come all the way up to stand. Right away, grab a hold of your left wrist with right palm, and then step your left foot towards the back outer edge of your mat, soften into the right knee. Good, release your back heel as close to the earth as you can. Press into the right foot as you lengthen through the waist. On your exhale, make your way up and over towards the right. Beautiful. And stay rooted through the feet. Keep the front knee soft to protect. Good, soften the front knee, there you go. And then keep lifting up and out of the waist, rising up and out of left wrist. One more deep breath in. Sustain this pose as you breathe out. And on your next inhale, step back to center with the feet. A deep breath out as you bow, forward fold, come down. Inhale, draw hands to shins, find your length. A deep breath out as you fold, Uttanasana, bow in. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way to stand. Grab a hold of right wrist with the left. Flip the right palm to the sky, soften the left knee, and then step the right foot to the outside edge of your mat. Connect the heel to the earth, get long through the sides of the waist, and then exhale up and over towards the left. Good, and then continue to take the arms further in line with the ears, and then take the head back in line with the arms. Lift the chin, allow there to be a passageway for the breath. Keep pressing down through the feet. Keep rising up and out of torso and arms for one more deep breath in. Take the whole head back. There you go, yeah. On your next inhale, press your way back to stand. And as you exhale, forward fold, come all the way down to earth. Deep breath, draw hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Deep breath out, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring toes and heels together, slight gap between the heels. As you exhale, sit deep into the seat. So the weight shifts back into the heels. Keep the rooting connection through toes as you reach the arms forwards towards the front of the room. And then sit a little bit deeper into the chair. Keep hugging inner ankles and upper thighs towards the midline. Keep expanding up and out through the wrists. Good, sit a little bit deeper and then continue to reach a little bit higher. Twice more together with breath. Exhale to pulse deep. Inhale to rise, open and up. Last one, exhale. On your next inhale, press all the way to stand. And as you exhale, bring the hands down beside the waist. Step the feet back out to hips distance. Reach the arms overhead, grow tall. And as you exhale, plant the hands down at the low back, bend the elbows, and then bring the fingertips to root down towards the earth. Get long through the waist, lift out through crown of head, and then hug the shoulder blades closer together. Begin to send the pelvis forwards towards the front of the room. Again, reach up and out through crown of head, hug the elbows in towards the back body, and then begin to send the pelvis forwards towards the front of the room. Beautiful. And you keep that rotation, that rhythm alive, lifting up and out through crown of head, hugging shoulders onto the back of the heart, and then sending the pelvis forwards. Good. On your next in-breath, press into feet, rise back to neutral, release the arms down by the sides of the waist. Root through the feet as you reach the arms to sky. Deep breath out, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, find your length. As you exhale, walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high onto tippy toes. As you exhale, bend knees. Gaze forwards at the bottom of your out-breath. Float or step to the top of the mat. Plant the feet as you arrive. Find your length. Breathe in. A deep breath out as you fold. Bow into center. Inhale, find your length. Keep the length as you step the right toes to the back of the mat. All on the exhale, drop the back knee. Root down through the feet as you rise. Blossom the arms to sky. Gaze up. As you exhale, bring hands on either side of front foot, step it back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, shift shoulders over wrists, high plank. As you exhale, press into earth, bend the elbows lower, come all the way to the bellies. Untuck the toes, reach the feet farther towards the back edge of the mat, and then take the hands slightly wider to the outside edge of the torso, just by a few centimeters. Good. Third eye ground, seal up through the inner ankles. On your next in-breath, begin to rise as you lift through the torso. The whole spine extends. A deep breath out as you slowly lower, come all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Again, inhale to rise, lift and lengthen through torso. A deep breath out as you forward fold, release, and come back. Last one, inhale, seal up through legs as you rise through the torso, blossom the crown of head. A deep breath out as you slowly lower. Tuck toes, send hips to heels, child's pose for a breath. Root down through the palms as you rise into table. Exhale, tuck toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, reach left leg to sky, breathe in, and pause. Press out through the back heel and engage the left pinky toe. Bring it closer down towards the outer edge of the left foot. That's it. Keep extending out through the back heel. Keep the arms strong and steady and gaze down. On your next in-breath, rise high into right tippy toes. Exhale, curl, draw left knee in towards the center line. Dome the upper back. A deep breath in, re-extend left leg. As you exhale, open and stack the hips and pause here. Good. You can bend into the left knee. Keep the left foot active and engaged, so spread into the toes. Keep the shoulders square, the hands rooting down into earth. On your next inhale, re-extend, left leg reaches long. As you exhale, step left foot in between the palms. Stay lifted through the back leg. On your next in-breath, find your airplane arms. Good. Root down through the feet, rise, come all the way up. And as you exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart center. Send the front knee over the front ankle and then reach the arms high as you blossom the middle three fingers, finding your lotus mudra. And begin to drag the front heel closer in line towards the back heel. And then reach up and out of the waist as you expand out through fingertips. On your next in-breath, come back through center. A deep breath out as you fold, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, draw hands to shins, half lift. A deep breath out, fold, bow into the center. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Deep breath out, Uttanasana. Inhale, find your length. Keep the length as you step left toes to back of mat. All on the exhale, drop the back knee. Root down through the feet as you rise, reach the fingertips open towards the sky, blossom. And as you exhale, bring the hands on either side of front foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift shoulders over wrists, high plank. Bend into the elbows, keep the heart lifted as you lower, come all the way down onto the bellies. This time find an interlock grip at the low back. So find the hands to meet, bend into the elbows as much as you need so that the palms connect. And then once again, seal up through the legs. So the inner ankles hug, tops of the thighs connect. Forehead releases down and then soften through the pelvis just for a moment. Good. Feel the support of the earth below you. Keep rooting down through low body. On your next in-breath, begin to rise through the chest, lifting the arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. As you exhale, slowly lower each vertebrae one at a time. Forehead connects last. Again, root through the legs. Keep them pressed into earth as you rise. Lift up through the torso. The arms extend. And a deep breath out as you release. Come all the way down. Last breath in, find your full potential. We'll pause here and then float the legs off the earth as well. Keep the gaze forwards but slightly down so the neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Keep rising up through the arms and the chest. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, slow lower, come all the way down. Release the arms, tuck toes, send the hips to heels. Child's pose for a breath. Inhale, root down as you rise into table. A deep breath out as you lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath in your downward facing dog and get empty. Together, take a deep breath in by the nose. Deep breath out, open the mouth, cleanse. Root down into the palms as you rise the right leg to sky. Good. Press out through the back heel. Invite the right pinky toe to come in line with the outer edge of the foot. And then rise high onto the left toes. Good. Exhale, curl, draw right knee in towards the midline, dome the upper back. On your next inhale, blossom, extend the right leg high, and as you exhale, open, stack the hips. Good. Keep the arms strong and steady to protect your trunk, and then flex out through the right foot, awaken through the toes, spread into them. Release the belly towards the back left thigh, and then release the back left heel closer to earth. One more deep breath in. Sustain as you breathe out. On your next inhale, re-extend the legs, square the hips. As you exhale, step right foot in between the palms. Stay charged through the back leg. Airplane the arms, lift the torso off the front thigh, and on your next in-breath, press your way up to rise, high lunge. Gather the hands down at the center of your chest. Send the front knee over the front ankle, and then lift up and out of the waist. Begin to send the arms up towards sky. Keep this action, keep strong through the back leg as you begin to rise, the arms past the ears, taking the gaze up towards the sun. Keep blossoming open through middle three fingers, reaching your lotus mudra high. One more deep breath in. Sustain as you breathe out, beautiful expressions. On your next inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, hands to earth, forward fold, come to the top of the mat, Uttanasana. Deep breath in, bring hands to shins and lengthen. A deep breath out as you fold, bow into center. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, bend knees, press palms, step back, downward facing dog. Feel the steady connection with the outer edge of the palms. Keep rooting down through pinky toes. Good. Take the hands a little bit wider. It's going to give you more stability for the torso. There you go. And keep the knees soft. Keep curling the sit bones up to sky. Relax the head down, soften the jaw. Good. On your next inhale, reach right leg to sky, breathe in. As you exhale, curl, draw into the center line, right knee to nose. A deep breath in as you re-extend, right leg lengthens. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of both palms. And then begin to walk the toes out as far as feels good for your hips. Dial the right toes out about 20 degrees. Keep an evenness throughout the palms so that you have a steady base for the torso. And then reach the left toes further towards the back edge of the mat. Take a deep breath in as you rise through the pelvis, and then get lifted on back left tippy toes. Send the heart forwards halfway and down. A deep breath in, press your way back up. And as you exhale, come forwards and down, halfway pulse. Beautiful. Once more, arms are strong and straight like branches of the tree. And as you exhale, pulse, come forwards and down, halfway. Deep breath in, lengthen through the arms. And as you exhale, drop just the back knee. Once again, pick up the back toes and knees, scooch it back to go a little bit deeper. Take the left fingertips as your steady support. You can tent the fingers or use a block. And then begin to draw the right heel back towards the right sit bone. So you should feel that the right hip comes in line with left. From that place of evenness, begin to reach up and around out of the right fingertips. And gaze over past the palm. Keep the palm open and receptive. Good. Receive the benefits of the breath, of this deeply grounding pose as you continue to soften towards the earth. Send the pelvis forwards and down, but continue to drag the heel back towards you, creating that sustainable strength. Beautiful. One more deep breath in. Sustain the pose as you breathe out. On your next inhale, come up and around with the arm, and then step the right foot to the inside of both palms. And then begin to find your blocks on either side. Drop the back knee down. And then begin to straighten into the front leg. Dial the toes back towards you. And then begin to walk the blocks closer in line with the pelvis. And begin to press out through the front toe. And begin to bow the torso over the front thigh. Good. So this is a beautiful place to stay. You can work here. If you'd like to go deeper into the pose, then begin to lift up through the spine. Pick up the back toes and knees, scooch them farther towards the back edge of the mat. Bring the blocks closer in line with the pelvis. Press the front heel forwards and down. That same action, hips come into alignment, and then extend out through the toe any amount. Good. And then you take that rhythm, that rotation again. The back knee and toes may move back any amount. Front heel drags back and in, and then press out through the front toe. And if the arms begin to bend, that's a good indication that you may not need the blocks anymore. Keep that cycle alive. The back knee and toes move back. The arms coming closer to support you, root down, and then extend out through the front toe. Beautiful. And keep the breath alive, another 2 to 3 cycles. We'll take the last cycle in together, so fill all the way up. A deep breath as you open the mouth, breathe out. Good. Bend back into the front knee, so take the back knee and toes in to support you. Bring the hands around the right foot, and then extend three-legged dog, right leg to sky. Open and stack the hips. Beautiful. You can roll out through the hip a little bit side to side. Just give it a little bit of a release. Good. And then find yourself back in downward facing dog. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath. Get empty. Inhale together. Deep breath in. Fill all the way up. Exhale. Open the mouth as you breathe out. Inhale. Shift shoulders over wrists. High plank. As you exhale, lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale. Send the heart forwards into your back bend. A deep breath out as you tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath in as you lift the left leg to sky. Exhale, curl, draw left knee in towards the nose, shoulders over wrists. Deep breath in, left leg reaches to sky, and as you exhale, open and stack the hips. Keep the palms evenly pressed. Keep the shoulders in line with one another. So the left shoulder will draw down in line with the right. And then soften through the head, the back of the neck. Good. Activate into your left foot, spread and awaken through the toes. Good. And for your final breath out, release the belly closer towards the back thigh. And release the back heel closer towards the earth. On your next breath in, re-extend, square the hips. As you exhale, step left foot to the outside edge of both palms. Good. Step the foot far to the outside edge, as much as feels good for your hips. And then dial your left toes out about 20 degrees. The hands are strong and steady, just like downward facing dog. And on your next breath in, pulse with the pelvis, lift it high. Stay charged through the back leg, come slightly forwards on tippy toes, bend shoulders and elbows halfway. A deep breath in, lift and lengthen. And a deep breath out, come forwards with the trunk. Beautiful. Once more together. Inhale, press high. And a deep breath out as you pulse halfway. Inhale, straighten strong through the arms, and as you exhale, release the back knee. Good. If you'd like to go deeper in the back thigh, pick up back knee, scooch it back a little bit further. And then this time your right hand comes out like that steady, strong branch. Tent the fingertips. Drag the left heel back towards the left hip, and then begin to reach the left arm up and around. Blossom out through the fingertips. Take the gaze past the palm. Continue to draw your left heel down and back, and then continue to surrender. Get earthy and weighty through the pelvis. Let yourself be received by the breath. One more deep breath in. Sustain as you breathe out. And on your next inhale, release the twist. Come up and around. Step the left foot to the inside of both hands, and then go ahead, find your blocks. Start on your highest setting, and then keep the back toes tucked under as you straighten through the front leg. Then right away, the blocks come in to support you. Walk them closer towards the pelvis, and then extend out through the front toe. Good. So this is a great place to stay if you already feel a deep opening in the hamstring. You can stay here, begin to bow forwards. If you're working into a deeper expression of Hanumanasana, then pick up the back toes and knees, scooch them further towards the back edge of the mat. Walk the blocks in. Drag the front heel down and back for an evenness in the hips, and then extend out through the front toe any amount. And then you take that rhythm again with your breath. Back knee and toes move back. Blocks come in closer. Front heel down and back, and then extend out through the gas pedal of the toe. You can release the blocks onto a lower setting. You can bring the hands down to the earth. And we'll sustain here for another 3 to 5 cycles. Beautiful. Keep pressing down into the blocks. Keep lifting up and out of the chest. So take your whole hip, this hip forwards about 6 inches. Yes, yes. Now you found the midline. Beautiful. Good. And then you can visualize that a friend has their hand to the inside of your front ankle. Press into that. That's it. And then they have a hand on the inside of your back ankle. You press into that. That is your midline. Beautiful. That's the strength of the pose. One more deep breath in together. Exhale, open the mouth, breathe out. Good. Plant the palms. Gently take the back knee and toes closer in. Form the hands around the front foot, and then you'll swing and extend. Open three-legged dog. Stack the left knee. Good. Sway out through the hips, side to side. And then we'll all meet back into downward facing dog. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath. Get empty. Together, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open the mouth, breathe out. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, high plank. As you exhale, slowly lower, bend the elbows halfway. Inhale, send the heart forwards and up. And as you exhale, tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, reach the right leg to sky. As you exhale, step it to the outside edge of both palms. Good. Drop the back knee down, and then pick up the back knee and scooch it further towards the back of the mat. And keep the back toes tucked. Send the left fingertips out wide, and then begin to reach around for your twist. Right arm towards the back of the room. Now, if you have further to go, begin to pick up the back left foot so that the hand can catch around the top of the ankle or the top of the toes. Notice how you're catching the foot. Do your best to keep toes and heels in one line. And then draw the whole pelvis to connect with the heel. So send the bum back. Beautiful. And then from there, keep that harmony of sit bone and heel connected and begin to move forwards and down towards the earth. So you may choose to come onto a block or forearms. And keeping the connection with the sit bone and the heel, continue to rotate the right shoulder open and reach the crown of the head towards the front of the room. So this is a deep hip opener, a deep thigh opener, a back bend, and a twist all at once. So let the breath hold you, let it support you. Back towards the heel. So you're not going to come down as far, that's okay. Yeah, there you go. Good. Keep kicking into the hand with the back foot for one more deep breath. And sustain as you breathe out. Good. On your next inhale, unwind out of the twist. Come up and around. Step the right foot to the inside of both palms. And then send the leg high, three-legged dog. Open, stack the hip. We meet back into a downward facing dog. Plant the feet. Commit the finger pads. Find length throughout the whole spine. Take a deep breath in by the mouth. And deep breath out by the mouth. Seal the lips. Breathe the left leg to sky. As you exhale, step it to the outside edge of both palms. Drop the back knee. And then pick up the back knee and toes. Scooch it a little bit farther back. And take the right hand out. And bring that as your support. And then begin to twist up and around. Left fingertips towards the back edge of the room. Good. If you have further to go, then begin to lift the back leg, finding the top of the foot or the ankle, and then begin to send the whole pelvis back. So reach it towards the heel. You may choose to walk the hands closer in. And then from there, you begin to send the whole pelvis and the heel forwards and down. So you may not go as far as you're used to, and that's okay. Keep kicking back into the hand with the foot for the muscle engagement, and then keep surrendering and softening where you can. The left shoulder continues to open, and the heart continues to spin towards the sky. Keep reaching crown of head towards the front of the room. One more deep breath in. Sustain as you breathe out. And on your next inhale, slowly come up and around. And take the hand to land, and then step the left foot to the inside. Plant down through palms as you send left leg to sky. Three-legged dog. Open and stack the hip. Take a little bit of free movement. And then release left leg down. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath. Get empty. A deep breath in. Fill all the way up. Open the mouth. Exhale. Breathe out. Release the knees down onto the mat. Keep the back toes tucked under. And then take the hands onto the low back. Bring the fingertips to point down towards the earth. And then begin to take the knees just a few centimeters wider than hips distance. And begin to root down through the knees, through the tops of the feet, in order to lift up through the chest and crown of head. Continue to send the elbows closer together onto the back of the heart, and then reach the pelvis forwards towards the front of your mat. And again, rise up and out through crown of head. Hug the shoulders closer onto the back of the heart, and then send the pelvis forwards. Beautiful. And you continue this rhythm and this rotation. Let each cycle of breath be an invitation to move further into depth with your body. And those of you that can release the hands down onto the tops of the heels, feel free to go there. Beautiful. You can open the throat. One more deep breath in. And on your next exhale, bring the hands back to the low back. Bring the chin to chest. Press down through the knees. Engage the core to come back up. And then sit back onto the heels, either finding a block or just sitting the hips down. And then close the eyes for a moment. Gather the hands at the center of the chest. Reconnect to that inner space, and the place within you that is grounded, that is rooted. Feel the strength of your physical body and the stability of the earth below you. And then from that place, we continue to rise, to open, and to expand. So begin to blossom the middle three fingers, an invitation to step into your fullness, to step into your authenticity and your radiance. With the eyes closed, reach the mudra up towards the sun. And then as you exhale, slowly release the hands down by the hips. And draw the chin in towards the chest. And then float the eyes open. Bring the hands over top the knees, stretch it out, downward facing dog. Lengthen through the whole spine. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath and get empty. Take a deep breath in together, fill up. And a long breath out through the mouth. Gently release the knees down, tabletop. And then cross the ankles, sit yourself through, and we'll come all the way down onto the back. So take your time to lie flat. And then take the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to open and to expand. Take the left hand onto the heart, the right palm onto the belly. Allow yourself to support the body with the breath. Allow the body to continue to soften, to release, to be received by the earth. Notice with each inhalation, the heart begins to rise and lift. And there's a natural invitation to expand and to open. And with each exhalation, there's a gentle releasing, a softening back down as the belly falls towards the earth. A reminder to stay rooted, to stay connected. You can keep the hands as they are. We're going to move into a 3-part pranayama practice. Your only job is to listen to the sound of my voice and to follow along to the best of your ability with the rhythm. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath and get empty. Together, take a full breath in by the nose and a nourishing breath out by the mouth. Seal the lips and breathe into the low belly and pause. And breathe into the base of the ribs, the heart, pause. And breathe in fully into collarbones and throat, pause. A long breath out through the mouth, get as empty as possible. And then take a recovery breath in by the nose and a nourishing breath out by the nose. Inhale to low belly, and pause. Inhale to base of ribs, pause. Inhale to throat, get full and pause. A long exhale out through the mouth, release and get empty. Take a recovery breath in by the nose and out by the nose. Good. Last cycle of Viloma. Breathe into low belly and pause. Breathe into the base of the ribs, pause. Breathe in fully into the throat, pause in your fullness. Exhale through the mouth, a long breath. Sweet breath in by the nose and a grounding breath out by the nose. Release the arms by the sides of the waist, palms face up, and then extend the legs forwards towards the front of the room. Let the toes fall out. Return to your natural rhythm of breath. And with each cycle of breath, continue to ground. Feel the body as it continues to get heavy. Invite the muscles to soften and relax. The tissue to relax. And the breath to return to its natural state, and the mind to come back to neutral. infinitely held and supported by your roots, that which sustains and supports you, by Mother Earth, most importantly by your breath. Allow it to support you as you make your way into your deepest state of surrender. Slowly begin to reawaken through the flow of your breath. Feel the body steady and rooted. Begin to re-energize by deepening the rhythm of your breathing. And gently begin to rock the head from left to right, massaging the base of the skull. Keeping a fullness with your breath, begin to rotate through the wrists and the ankles, awakening through fingertips and toes. Take the feet together at the front of the mat and then extend the arms overhead. Get long through the whole body. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, open the mouth, breathe out. Draw the knees in towards the heart. Wrap the arms around the fronts of the shins. And gently rock side to side, massaging the base of your spine. Stay rooted and earthy as you roll onto whichever side is most inviting. Bringing the forehead to connect, and letting the whole body soften, allowing yourself to be received by the earth. And take this moment of complete gratitude for Mother Earth, for the elements, the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, trees, plants, animals, all of that which on a very physical level helps to contain and sustain us. That is a universal quality of this earth element. And the more that we draw deeper into her, the more we can then expand and reach into our full potential. Take a deep breath into the center of your chest. And as you exhale, open the mouth, gently sigh out. Keep this connection to earth and to your breath as you gently rise into a comfortable seat facing the front of your mat. Feel the hips as they ground evenly. And continue to lift up and out through the spine, reaching the crown of the head open towards sky. With the eyes still closed, reach the arms overhead in a big circular motion. And as you exhale, gather the hands at the center of the chest. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath. And on your next inhale, get full. A deep breath out as you open the mouth, release. Blossom the middle three fingers open and outwards. We call upon our lotus mudra, Padme, the aspect that reminds us to root deep into the mud, into the roots, into that which holds and sustains, in order to rise, to blossom, and to expand into our most radiant and authentic selves. Final breath in by the nose, and a deep breath out by the mouth. Sealing your mudra, palms back in prayer, bow the head to heart. The earth below, the sky above, and the sun within the heart. May we all continue to stand strong and steady in our roots and blossom into our most beautiful selves. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.